はじめまして、田中先生です。ウルフパック TV 見てね。
Hey, happy Monday, CO. I'm Ari Reeland.
And I'm Lacey Douglas. Today is October 29th, 2012. There's only 2 days till Halloween. Now let's get started with some morning announcements.
Live Touch will be back on campus tomorrow during advocacy for picture retakes. Only students who have their original picture package in hand will be released from class for the retakes. There are also a number of students who still do not have their ID card. You can get that taken care of in the library right away or see Mr. McDougall if you want to attend the picture retake session.
There is a Christian Club meeting today in room HM2 for early lunch and HK1 for late lunch. Come and join us as we pray for each other.
Attention all Hype company members. Auditions for rally choreography will be held today after school in the dance room from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. The next mandatory rehearsal for all members is scheduled for Wednesday morning, October 31st, in the dance room from 7:50 to 8:50 a.m.
Now let's kick it on over to some sports.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
Good morning, sports fans. I'm Derek Sarai.
And I'm Andrew Kageyama. Now let's sweep it on over.
Hey, speaking of sweeps, did you see the Giants last night?
No, I'm not a New York fan. Now let's take it on over to some sports announcements. Athletic clearance for winter sports will be held today and tomorrow in the Student Activities Room, HC6, from 5 to 7 p.m. Athletes will not be allowed to practice or try out for a team unless they have completed the clearance process. If you are an athlete who did not try out for a fall sport, you will need to pick up a blue packet from the front office of the administration building. All athletes who were either on a fall team or participated in fall tryouts will need a red packet from the same location. Contact Athletic Director Mr. Kapp for more information.
Last Thursday, the soccer team took their talents south to Galt High School where they faced off against the Warriors in their last game of the season. Unfortunately, the guys came up short against Galt, losing 3-1. Although they lost, they have met their ultimate goal of making it to the San Joaquin section playoffs for the first time in school history. Tomorrow, the team will take on the Yuba City Honkers in the preliminary round. The winner will advance into the quarterfinals against the number 2 seeded Rio Americano Raiders. Admission is $6 for adults and $4 for students. Only CIF playoff passes are accepted for free admission to this match. Any other passes, including COHS all-season sports passes, ASB cards, and non-playoff CIF passes, will not be accepted for free admission. The game will start at 3 in the stadium, so come out after class and cheer on the soccer team as they start their playoff run for a section title.
Wolfpack football took down the Liberty Ranch Hawks on Friday night. The final score for JV was 47-14 and the varsity 51-21. 4 touchdowns for the varsity team were made by Kaylin Wilhite, one of which was an impressive 95-yard run down the field. Jordan Ayers also threw a 15-yard completion to Alex Van Dyke, while Ryan Lewis got a 5-yard rushing touchdown and an 85-yard defensive touchdown to help round out the final score. Good work, Wolfpack. The next game will be their senior night here against River City. JV will play at 5, while the senior night ceremonies and varsity game will begin at 7.
Tonight, the girls' volleyball team will take on the River City Raiders in the Wolf Den. This is the final league game of the season for the girls and will be their senior night. Come on out to support the team and the class of 2013.
Wish cross-country team luck as they compete on Saturday in the Sac Joaquin subsection meet in Angels Camp to start off their postseason. The top 6 teams in the JV and Frost Soft races and the top 10 teams in the varsity races advance into the section meet at the Willow Hills course up in Folsom.
Women's golf player Morgan Walker will be playing in the Masters meet today. This is a huge accomplishment for CO, as she's the first female golfer in CO history to make it this far into the postseason. Good luck, Morgan.
Well, that's all we have for you here at Wolfpack Sports. I'm Andrew Kageyama.
And I'm Derek Sarai.
Remember to keep pushing the pace, Wolfpack.
If you have a passion for writing, then the Young Authors Club is for you. It's a club that those who love to write can come together and receive tips and critiques on their various pieces of work. Our goal is to gather a wide variety of pieces, edit and publish them into a book made possible by various fundraisers we will host. The first meeting is Friday, November 2nd in Mr. Amelia's room right after school.
Film Club meets tomorrow in Mr. Young's room, HF11.
Here's Mr. McDougall with a quick word on our API score.
Well, we have been really waiting because the state's been late this year, almost a month late. And so I've had a lot of students ask me. As you know, last spring, before we took our CST testing, we had set as a school the goal to reach 800. And so we've been anxiously waiting. I don't know if you remember, but our goal, if we get to 800, is that we're going to have a mural painted on the side of our small gymnasium facing the stadium. So a lot of kids have asked me, and the results did come in. The good news is we went up 8 points. The bad news is that we only achieved an API of 799. So that's a little disappointing. So we are going to have to wait on our mural, but we're very proud of the fact that we went up 8 points, and we are still third out of 9 high schools. Pleasant Grove and Franklin are still ahead of us, so we're kind of getting sick of that. And I'd say the last thing is the main thing we need to work on is all of us need to work a little harder on our math. That seems to be what's holding us back. Everything else is going in positive directions. So that's pretty much the story. It's kind of frustrating with API. You have to wait a whole nother year now. But I guess we will just keep working hard. And I'm sure one day you will drive by our school and see a beautiful mural. Let's hope that happens before you graduate.
All right, well, thanks, and remember to try and be your 10, Wolfpack.
Well, that looks like all we have for you today. I'm Lacey Douglas.
And I'm Ari Reeland. Remember, the strength of the wolf is the pack.
And the strength of the pack is the wolf. On behalf of all of us here at WPTV, have a great day.